Sarah McDaniel with Sarah McD's Special Ed Resource, and I'm here with my awesome little baby girl, Eleanor, and we are getting ready to go into Dollar Tree to find some just things that I might use in my classroom, things for quiet boxes and bags. I think I'm going to try to find some good teacher resources, and this is the middle of July, right before the 2021 school year, so I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of teacher finds and back to school supplies that they will have. So come with me into Dollar Tree. I'll show you what they have that I think would be neat for the classroom, and then I will show you my finds when I get back home and what I plan to do with them. All right, come with me. All right, guys, I am back at my house and I have purchased all my Dollar Tree items, at least for my first trip before school starts. And I want to share with you what I found and what I plan to do with them. And then I'll kind of show you some things I do with them and show you the end result and why these were such great finds. So you saw a few things that I found in Dollar Tree as you kind of shopped with me, and I showed you some videos of the different types of things that they had, and I picked a few that I want to show you today. So let's start off with the first thing. I ended up getting this cute little iridescent pencil pouch, and what I put inside of it is just a bunch of little goodies. One of the things that I shared a lot of in the video was scented items, because I feel like my students have a lot of sensory needs, and because I teach special education, the scents are one of the things that students can receive that sensory input. And I feel like a lot of them really enjoy the scented items. So here's just some examples of the things that I found that were scented. There were some really great 3-packs of these scented different colors of pens, and I thought those were pretty great. Maybe students can earn, using these when they've been, having a really great day. My other thought was that students can earn this pouch, if they're having a really good day, or I might actually do it as a Wizard of the Week thing. So in my classroom, it's Harry Potter themed, and I have a thing on the wall that says Wizard of the Week. My plan for this year is to have students stand up and talk about themselves just for a minute. Just say, my name is Sarah, my favorite food is sushi, I like to, watch movies, and my family looks like this. And that's basically it. But for the week, as they are the Wizard of the Week and they have their name as the friend's name of the week that everybody writes down, then maybe they can also, use this as a fun way to be the Wizard of the Week and as a reward for standing up and introducing themselves. So anyway, in addition to these scented pens, I found these real big ones that have the different ones that you can push to get all the different colors. So I thought those would be real fun for someone to use as well. There are some scented markers: apple, strawberry, grape, lemon, blueberry. So I thought that was a really cool find. They also have these other scented markers. They have these pearl crayons and the metallic crayons. So I thought maybe if you're the Wizard of the Week, you get to use, the special art kit, just some basic Crayola, or actually Liquimark colored pencils. But this could just be their art bag for the week, and it's special because it has this special coloring on it. None of the other kids will have that, and it has all of the different scents in it. Scented things. Another scented item I got were these cute little notepads, and they smell really good. This one, the inside smells like blueberry, so kind of neat. And what I thought about doing with these is just letting kids buy these from my class store. There were 3 in the pouch for $1, so if students want to pay for it, they can pay like $5. Basically, my money system is all dollar bills, and it's basically like 10 times the amount that you would normally pay for something. So $5 would be a pretty good deal for them to have one of those. I also got these fun little poo pins. My daughter said that she really loved them, so I went ahead and got a couple for my class store as well. Just $1, for each of these, and the kids like stuff like this. They can use it in the classroom once they buy it, or they could take it home, whichever. But $1 investment to get them to, have a great day and earn their money, I think is a win-win. Another thing that I got for students to use, they had glitter glue. So whether I use this to make slime, or maybe I'll just put it with this specialty bag for the Wizard of the Week. I just think it's neat that they actually have the Elmer's glitter glue there. So it probably rivals about the same amount that it would be at Walmart. So if you're stocking up, might as well just get it at Dollar Tree. I also found these scented erasers, and I am going to put one of these in each of my students' bags that have their art supplies, partly just because I think that as they're working and, you know, they might just need a moment for a sensory, they can just pick up the eraser and smell it. They can use it and smell it as they're erasing, whatever. So I thought that those would be fun. They also have fun little graphics on them. So I thought my kids would really enjoy those. And 5 erasers for $1 is not bad at all. All right, now let's just talk about some other random finds that I found there that I would use for different purposes. So one thing is these awesome pastel highlighters. I thought those would be great, especially if I plan to work on doing any kind of like writing a student's name in highlighter to have them trace it, writing numbers for them to trace, that kind of a thing. So I thought these were really great because sometimes, you know, kids have a hard time seeing if it's green, maybe they can't see their writing underneath of it, so, or on top of it. So I thought the pastel was great. It also is dual tips, so I thought that might be nice too. There's a bullet tip and a chisel tip, so you can kind of see that. So it's kind of neat. I also found, let's see, supplies wise, I found myself an ideas book, which I really like for anything that I plan in terms of lessons. So what I can do is just put the subject at the top, what day it is, and I can either write down a plan on here for my TA to follow if I'm at an IEP meeting, or maybe I can write down a subject that I'm, you know, trying to come up with ideas for, any kind of brainstorming. So I really like this. They also have different varieties and different colors of these types of books, but I really liked the fact that it had the subject and the date on there to take notes. I can take notes during training on this. So this is going to be a nice little, for me, really helpful. I could even take it into IEP meetings and write down the student's name under subject, and then write down any notes that I have during the IEP meeting too. So there's a lot of different uses I can have for this little book, and I think it's going to be a nice thing for me to just keep as a companion at my desk. The next item I have found are these cute little tins. I'm not sure if they're actually magnetic or not, but it came in a 2-pack, and I think it'll be good to hold some supplies that I might have that are real tiny. So whether it's those little brass fasteners or something like that, I think that this would help. Or if I have like little letters that have Velcro on the back or something, and I want kids to put them onto some type of activity sheet, then I can put the pieces in here and have them open it up to complete the task. So that's a good idea for those. And I like the fact that there's 2 of them for $1, and they're just the perfect size for like little items. Another thing that I found that was really good, that's just craft supplies, is just these craft sticks. There's 100 of them of all the different colors. My plan is to actually take these, and I'm going to create pictures of ones that I have created, and I'm going to put them on cards and have students try to replicate whatever pattern I used for these. So I thought these would be really great for that activity. It's going to be a quiet box that they can do after they finish their morning workbooks in the morning, or maybe anytime during the day when they feel like working on some kind of quiet task, or if I need them to, you know, stay quiet for a few minutes while I'm meeting with a teacher or a DCS worker or my administrator or anything like that. This would be a really great addition to my quiet boxes. It's also going to work on math standards for patterns. It could be anything from creating little triangles and squares and learning about the sides, to just doing red, blue, yellow. So there's a lot of different things you can do with those colored craft sticks. And again, you get 100 for $1, so not bad. The next item are these awesome little brain busters that I found. One of them is a nature version, And then another one is a space version. And they also have sports and a couple other different types. And I showed some in the video when I was filming at Dollar Tree. But basically there's these cards and it's actually a game. But I thought what would be really neat is to even just ask students questions that are on here. So if I'm working on teaching them about space, maybe this will give me some clues as to some interesting information to teach them, or ask them some questions. They have really good pictures on them, so that would be a neat thing. Like, this is really what the sun looks like. This would be what an astronaut looks like. You know, this is a picture of some of the planets in the solar system. This is what our moon looks like. And this is like a galaxy. So it's really neat to kind of have these just, you know, as something fun to kind of look through. Like I said, I can get some ideas for when I'm teaching about space. It could just be a fun game for the kids to play when they have their social interaction time. So any of those things would be a good way to use these. I found some really good questions in the nature one that have to do with plants or volcanoes or the natural disasters, which is a unit I taught last year and the kids loved it. So I'm probably going to use some of the information on here on these, like about lightning. So what is lightning? It would be a good question to ask the students. So these are going to just be fun for me and fun for the kids if they plan to play it while, you know, we have some kind of free time. Another one that I'm going to use for interesting activities like quiet boxes or quiet bags is this roadside bingo. So I found it's one package and it had both of these on there. And my students learn about community signs and logos, so this is going to be a really great addition for them. I think what I might do is go ahead and do some kind of card game where they pick it up and they have to find that same one on the roadside bingo. And when they play it with a partner, whoever gets the first bingo wins. So I thought that might be a neat way to do it. I think I'm just gonna find the pictures of all of these road signs and make it into a little game. So that'll be a nice either independent activity where they could do it on their own or they could do it with a partner sitting next to them. Another thing that I found that I'm going to make an activity out of, and I'll show you when it's complete, is I got this pre-K math activity book, and it's got some really great, just basic worksheets. And I think what I'm gonna do is just cut some of these worksheets out. Like this one I like really well because it's just counting the flowers, and I'll cut it out and laminate it, and then the students were gonna be able to do this side with a marker and this side with a marker. So I'll just put it in a nice little laminating pouch, laminate it, and it's, bam, a perfect quiet box activity. And also for my students that are still working on writing skills, I have this trace and write activity book. So I thought these would be great, again, to laminate, and then they can practice on them with Crayola marker. And then when they're finished, we can just wipe it off and use it again the next day. So I thought that was a really great thing to do too. My daughter is gonna be able to use these too because she's 3. So working on tracing and working on some math skills, I think that she'll really enjoy it. All right, just a couple more finds for you guys, and then I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna use these and make the activities and show you my quiet bags. So here is just a simple clipboard. They have these there. I know it's not super exciting, but it's something that you can keep all of your information on when you're doing data or anything like that. I can take this, like I said, to an IEP meeting, have the IEP, procedural safeguards, and anything else I need on this clipboard, have my idea book, bam, right there for me whenever I need to do an IEP meeting. So pretty basic, but sometimes it's hard to find clipboards. So having those is really nice that Dollar Tree has. All right, last 2 things. Last 3 things, I guess. This is a wood shop little activity where you put together a plane, and it's got all the steps to it. I have a little girl in my room who loves putting together things with hot glue, and she's very safe with it. She loves doing crafts, and I thought that that would be a great activity for her when she's earned it, or she can purchase it from my class store, or if she has, you know, 2 really good days in a row, I'll give it to her as a prize. And then here's another one that she can work on. It's cross stitching. I love the fact that it has the yarn and everything ready, and it's got a plastic needle so that I don't have to worry about kids, you know, accidentally hurting themselves. So that's another one she can earn, or I can teach sewing using that and take it back apart and teach it again. But they have some really great like crafts like that students could really use in any kind of vocational or life skills class. I think they'd be some great activities. And finally, which is one of my favorite things I found, this is a build your own airplane, and it comes with a little mini screwdriver to put it together. And this one is 14 pieces. They also had one that was 17 pieces, and they had another motorcycle or something. I just got the basic airplane that was 14 pieces. I am so excited to see if my students can put this together. I think 1, it's a great vocational skill. 2, I think they'll enjoy it just as a hobby. 3, it works on motor skills. It helps them to read directions. So this is going to be a great quiet time task, and I think it's going to be a favorite of a lot of my students. So I'm very excited to just dump this in there with the directions over here on the side and go ahead and just let the kids put it together. So super excited that I found that too for just $1. They have those really intricate dinosaurs that you can put together at Walmart and other places, and it's more like $20 or $25. So the fact that I found one at Dollar Tree for $1 like blew my mind. So I was very excited. Finally, I got this nice little bag, and it held all of these items. They have a couple of versions of this, but today is full of possibilities. I love that I can take this back and forth to work and put all my stuff in it that I need to take to school with me. And, you know, I could always give it away because it's only $1. So if I need to, you know, pack up a student's clothes or something, if they've, you know, had an accident, then I can do that and give it away. So pretty nice to just have a little reusable teaching bag that I can always give away if I need to. So anyway, that's kind of my Dollar Tree haul that I was able to find. This is all was under $50 because I got about 40 items. I got a couple of things from my daughter as well. So this was more like, you know, right at $40, $35. So I was very excited to get all these things. Now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with some of them and show you my quiet bags and boxes that I plan to do, and show you some laminating of the activities, and then I'll come back and show you exactly what I made. Okay guys, so here we are a couple hours later. I think it took me maybe an hour and 45 minutes or so to put together about 5 activities for my quiet bags for this year. I'm really excited, and I think these turned out really great. So number 1, and you can get these baggies from Amazon. They came with 16 in a pack, and I think I got them for $12 during Prime Day. But you can still get them, I think, for close to that amount of money for the 16 bags. And they're pretty durable. They have like a nice plastic, fabric-y type of feel to them, and they have the zippers. I did find that the zipper kind of pulled a little bit and got stuck at one point when I was putting these together. So hopefully they'll stay together for longer than just this year, but we'll see. So in this first bag, I have the little put together airplane that I had gotten from Dollar Tree. I put in here, I put in here the little directions and what pieces are in here and how it goes together. And then I also have a picture of the full thing put together. If I find that my students are having a hard time putting it together with even a little bit of help from staff, then what I might do is put together like a picture by picture with each steps, and then put them on a 8.5 by 11 laminated sheet, and that way they can see like step 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth until we're done with the 14 pieces. So if for some reason I feel like my students are not getting it without a visual like that, then I will also include that as the year progresses. But for right now, that'll work. The second really easy thing that I did, and this took probably 15 minutes itself, was to just go ahead and break apart the book that I had that was tracing and writing tasks. And I cut the papers in half from inside of the book and laminated it. So now all students have to do is grab a Crayola marker, come in and go ahead and do this activity. I can even give them the green, yellow, and red for this particular one, or sorry, blue, yellow, and red for this particular one. I thought this one was nice, really helped to show different types of lines. This one I thought was really good. I liked this one because then they have to draw their own line when they're all done with writing the one above it. And there's some nice one behind. And just another one that looks like a cake and pennants. So those are gonna have a wide variety of skills. So kids that aren't very good at tracing just regular lines, and then kids that are working on the loops and just following a line. So this is gonna be a great, like, you know, early writing task. I have a lot of students that struggle with writing skills still. So this is gonna be a good task for them to do just for fun during quiet bin and bag time. So this is a good one that just, like I said, took 15 minutes. You can get activities that are more multiple choice, that are a little bit higher level learning. There were a lot of different Scholastic books that were more elementary grade levels at Dollar Tree. I just grabbed the tracing and writing one, and another one I think that was ABCs or something like that. So I'm just gonna pull apart some of those pages. The other ones that I haven't used for this activity are gonna go in a file, and I can just use them as worksheets if I ever have kids that really struggle and need to work on their writing skills. So there we go. So not a bad thing for $1. All right, the next two tasks actually kind of coincide. I put them both in a yellow bag. One of them is going to be a kind of earlier learning task. So it's going to be for kids that are maybe not quite at the stage of being able to make more complicated patterns. So this is just going to be a simple yellow, blue, green, yellow, blue, green. They can even use these. They're almost big enough where they can put the popsicle sticks on top. So they probably still can without it being too different. So I think that they can definitely use these for kind of a more simple leveled activity task for some of my students that are still working on kind of those simple patterns and color identification. And then I have a harder one that's going to be for kids that maybe have a little bit higher level of being able to recognize patterns and you know, copy off patterns. So I really like this set that I got. I actually found these on Teachers Pay Teachers for free. So definitely check that out. All I had to type in was popsicle sticks and then click the free button. And I found these two activities already cards that were made. So then all I had to do was print them out and laminate them and put them with my popsicle sticks. So that's why it didn't take me super long to do these. So again, I have the 50 colored sticks in one of the bags, 50 in the other. I separated them between kind of my lower level and higher level so that we can work on those with different levels of kids. All right, my last two bags that I was able to make in this last like hour and a half. I have this roadside bingo, and I created some task cards myself, and it literally only took me, I think, 30 minutes to kind of make these, find all the pictures for them on Google, put them in a document on slides, and then print it out. So this did not take very long at all. And I just matched up the exact same ones that were on here on my Google slide in a little table. And so all the kids have to do is pick up a card like this, and they're gonna match it up with, okay, see there it is in the corner. They're gonna circle it. And then they're gonna pick up another one, find the keep right sign, which is going to be, okay, right, no. Oh, there it is. So keep right, the one that matches, and then they're gonna circle it and move on. So they can either do this themselves, they can do it with the staff, or they can do it with a partner. The other thing, and I made these to be individual tasks for right now until we kind of get a little bit further in the year and we're getting a little bit more comfortable with our quiet bins and bags. But this is a great one that I just did really fast. Again, dollar store find, and it came with the little marker that erases. I made these little cards, laminated them, cut them out, and put them in my bag. And then I made a higher level version of the same thing, where now this time, the cards that come with it are just the words. So speed limit 25, they're gonna find that on their card, they're gonna circle it and go on to the next one. And they may need help being able to read a few of these. I have some kids that are at a 3rd grade or higher reading level, and then I have kids that are still looking at visual matching type tasks. So one, we have a matching task. This one, we have a reading task. So now I have kids learning at 2 different levels with the same activity. Again, this came in my 2-pack of a Dollar Tree road sign bingo. I laminated it to make it more durable. It came with a little marker that erases, and I just made those, used a table on slides, created these little cards, printed them out, cut them out, laminated them, and now I have perfect activities. So in just a matter of about 2 hours, I gave myself 6 new quiet time activities. And these are gonna be things that students are gonna do when they're finished with their morning work, or when I need them to just take a break during the day, or I need a break during the day to maybe go to an IEP meeting or whatever, or maybe our schedule had changed and we had planned on something and something else happened, and I just need them to sit quietly and do some tasks for a few minutes. So all these are going to have standards that work with them. Like I said, patterns, we have matching, we have community signs, functional sight word reading, you have the motor skills and, putting together pieces of, that airplane puzzle. So lots of really great standards for life skills, vocational skills, functional academics. These are going to be great tasks for working on in the special ed classroom. I hope you enjoyed learning about my Dollar Tree visit, a couple of the quiet time activities that I was able to put together, and some of my quick little videos of how I was putting together, laminating, cutting out all of these tasks. Again, it was only about a 2-hour time on my part during the summer to put these 6 bags together, and about another hour just searching at Dollar Tree. So I really hope that you take this as a way for you to prepare yourselves for this next upcoming year. I hope that it was really informational and helpful for you guys, and let me know if you were able to find any of these activities at Dollar Tree, and if you were able to make some great quiet bin, quiet bag activities for your classroom. So that's it for me today. Again, my name is Sarah from Sarah McD's Special Ed Resource, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.